Today we will discuss about the saints of Kula Devata. Every family will be having their family deity. They would be worshipping the deity for several generations. But in the modern days, the importance and the scientific significance of this family deity concept is not well understood. People think that it is another temple that they can visit when they like, and if they cannot, it doesn't matter much. But there is a great science behind this concept of family deity. Let us now discuss that. We all know we are all bundle of vibrations. Our thought generates lot of vibrations. Our body generates very big vibration, and every part of us is vibrating. Actually, whatever we touch, we are transferring our vibration. That is why the items that is used by our father or grandfather is very highly respected. They are called relics. Even today, the spectacles used by Mahatma Gandhi is highly revered, and it is kept in the museum. And various books that Gandhiji has read is kept with great honor. The same is applicable to everybody because in the items they have touched, their vibrations are recorded. Their thoughts, in addition, are recorded everywhere. That is another important aspect. Now, in the olden days, our rishis thought that the future generation should be in a position to draw the blessings of their forefathers or their progenitors or ancestors. And they were doing a tapasya to find out a solution. As usual, God revealed to them a solution. You see, as I told you, an item used by, take the case of your father. An item used by your father, his vibrations are recorded there, embedded there. So when you use like a pen or a watch, his goodwill, his good wishes, and his blessings are always available to you. But if a father has two sons, what will he do? All right, he can you can take specs one person, watch one person, pen one person. Now, when we come to the grandfather, what happens? Grandfather may have two or three sons, and each of the sons can have two or three children to them. How will you now bifurcate or trifurcate or divide or subdivide? So, as the generation grows, it will be impossible to subdivide the items used by the forefathers. There is a limit. So, the rishis wanted a method. They were looking for a system. They found out that the deity worship or temple worship is happening for ages. So, every person will be going to a temple. In those days, let us remember this transportation or moving away from the village and going in, living in some other place was a rare thing. People will be born in a village and they will live in that village, and their children will also live in the village. Generally, that was the case. So, let us assume a great grandfather has lived in that place and he would have worshipped that deity. After him, the grandfather. He would have also worshipped before the same deity. And then the father, and then the son, and then the son's son, the son's grandson. So, this hereditary worship will be continuing. Now, what happens? Every person who is going and worshipping before the deity, he is making a prayer. That prayer is a thought vibration, and the thought vibration is an appeal to the universal divine to bless him. We have already discussed two, three things in our earlier lectures, that vibration is the source of everything, and the vigrahas, the temple idols, are capable of absorbing the vibrations. Now, let us take the simple case of our grandfather, so which is applicable to their ancestors as well. What our grandfather would have prayed, amongst all other things, he would have prayed that he should have a Satputra or Satputri. He should have a healthy child, and they should live very happily, and they would have requested that their grandchildren should be born and they should live happily. So, this Sandhana Bhakyam and Sat Sandhana Bhakyam was one of the important prayers, because otherwise there is no Vamsa Vriddhi. Everybody is interested in the Vamsa Vriddhi, and nature itself is interested in Vamsa Vriddhi. So, happiness of their progeny is one of the important prayers by anyone. Now, what happens with that deity, with that vigraha? This prayer is embedded, it is recorded there. So, this prayer is a positive vibration seeking the blessing of the deity that his subsequent generations should live happily. Now, when you go and stand before the deity, what happens? You are invoking the positive generation of your grandfather, great grandfather, and to all your ancestors, whatever they have prayed. So, that positive vibration has a very positive impact on you for your welfare. As a matter of fact, even if you don't know this, even if you don't make a specific prayer, the moment you go and stand before that deity, that vibration is having a rub-off effect on you that makes your life happy, prosperous. Now, this is the best way, or rather the only way, that for all the future generations to come, the positive vibrations of our ancestors could have been passed. There is no other way. As I explained to you, all the material things will have a limited life or limited reachability. This is the only divine route which is available for ages together to be transmitted for all the generations. That is why this Kula Devata concept is created. And we should understand here one more aspect. Why in Muslim hierarchy a dargah is more powerful than a mosque? That is because in dargah the body of the saint is buried. What is the closest thing to a human being? His body. Because all these vibrations are embedded in the body. Through the body only he has acted. That is why Vedas declare that body is a temple and you have to respect it and maintain it properly. So, in the temple of the body, all the thoughts, all the vibrations are embedded. And when a person passes away, when that body is buried, that is called a samadhi in Hindu terminology and dargah in Muslim terminology. When somebody goes there, they are able to draw the positive vibration of the saint. This is the fact amongst all the saints. You can go to any of the samadhi, Paramacharya Samadhi in Kanchipuram, Dargahs, Saint Xavier's Samadhi Church in Goa. Everywhere this is the universal truth, because that body there is emanating the positive vibrations of the person whose soul it contained when that soul was alive or this body was alive. So, this relic concept is a highly scientific one. Now, today, many people are not understanding this. They think that it is another temple. So it is a temple, but it is not another temple. It is the temple as far as you are concerned. You can go to any other temple as you like. You can go to any Ishtadevata temple. Ishtadevata concept is completely different. We will discuss about it another day. You can go to any Ishtadevata temple. It can be Tirupati, it can be Sabrimala, it can be Kashi, it can be Rameshwaram. Wherever you want, you can go, because that is a separate science. But because you are going to this Ishtadevata temple, you should not miss your Kuladevata temple, because it is in the Kuladevata temple your ancestors' blessings or prayers are recorded. And when you go to the temple, you are not only drawing the divine energy, the God's energy, but you are also drawing your ancestors' energy, Pitru energy. And when you are doing a puja there, Abhishekam or any other type of puja, you are also doing a Manusha Yajna of honoring the priest. So all yajnas are combined there. But even if you don't do any puja, you must present yourself at least once in a year before that family deity. It is like a recharging your well-being. More than spirituality behind it, there is a spiritual sense. That is why I am suggesting you should go. Even if you don't understand the spirituality behind it, you must go and present yourself there for recharging purposes. A battery which is getting recharged may not know why it is getting recharged. But unless it is recharged, it is not going to function. So this is the recharging mechanism of our ancestors' blessings. So every one of us should make it a habit that they will visit their family deity temple at least once in a year. I come across many people telling me that they don't even know which is their family deity temple. Family deity matlab, it is not that family deity means Vishnu is my deity, Shiva is my deity. That is not the point. You have to know the family deity's temple where that Vigraha is there. That Vigraha is the most important thing. Many people say that my ancestor prayed Vishnu, therefore I will go to any Vishnu temple. By your going to Vishnu temple is great, nothing wrong in that. But this science of family deity warrants that you should go to that temple where your ancestors prayed. It is that Vigraha, that deity, that temple, that particular Perkins, that particular mandir, that temple, that matters. Therefore, every one of us definitely should make a visit to the family deity temple at least once in a year to enhance our well being and also our Vamsa's well being. This, if you don't do, we are missing out something very great. Om Namo Narayanaya.